Demolition, and there's that right hand. They're cooking it out, not by the right hand. Takayama.
Green trunks for the southpaw, the notorious Conor McGregor. Black trunks for the champion, Jose Aldo Jr. Conor relaxed, smiling. Oh!
Nate Diaz, he just shook up the world. How's that feel? Hey, I'm not surprised.
All right, y'all, it's time to talk Chingasos with the crew. How is everyone doing out there? Thank you for joining us. You know, we got another jam-packed episode, CJI updates, UFC 305 fight announcements, the biggest Fluke Wins in UFC history discussion with the boys, and UFC Fight Night, Rose Namajunas versus Tracy Cortez. I got the whole crew right here downstairs, right below. How are the boys doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Although some lackluster fights, we'll get into that later. But doing good. How about you guys?
Man, I'm doing good, man. I really want to hear about what happened. Didn't get to watch any of the fights, so I'm looking forward to that. Also, you know, what's been going on with the CGI, not CGI, was it?
CJI. We got it all.
CJI.
It's all
There you
booked
go.
up,
Yeah.
man. It's a wrap now, pretty much, except for the super fights, but we'll get into that in a bit.
Nice. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, man. Let's jump into this. But before we do, real quick, if you can do us a big favor, if you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please head over to YouTube and give us a follow at Chingasos the Crew. Hit that bell, hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get our subscriptions up. In the meantime, boys, y'all ready to jump into this week's news?
Yes.
As we can start it off with our boy, El Mero Mero Pistolero, the man of the hour, Poatan. Check this out. This is an I don't know if you want to call this an awesome edit. I guess it is, because this is a fan-made video. Follow this guy. He is on all the socials at Mohammed Mojahed Fudialat. Follow that in the description if you want.
That's a mouthful.
Totally jack that all up. But check this out. We've been talking about pound for pound talk for a long time, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Check this out.
What? No!
Oh, man. Huh?
Worst cry ever, bro.
I feel bad about him.
Dude, the edits on this were so good.
Yes. Finally. I can't wait for this. This is insane. It just happened again. I still can't believe what I saw. As long as John Jones is still fighting, active, and in the rankings, yeah, nobody's pound for pound best fighter in the world.
Nobody. Who made John cry? That's like
Congratulations. You deserve it. As an educated adult who knows the fight business, you cannot deny that while John Jones is active, he is the greatest fighter in the world.
Thank you to you.
Wait. Let me tell you something. Man, relax. Enjoy, man. Alex, let's go.
Chama.
See, it always sorts itself out in the end. Always sorts itself out in the end, man. That's pretty good, right?
Pretty good.
Wow,
Pretty good, man. So give the man a follow, Mojahed Fud Ilat. I don't know. I'm jacking it all up. But I got one more.
Before we move on, let me ask a question though, real quick. So now that I see this, dude, like, it's obvious Dana has no control over a pound for pound fighter. So who decides who's pound for pound best fighter? Like, how does that system work? I don't know if you guys know, because
I don't know if it's the writers. I know the writers have like their own pound for pound ranking. So if you're like a writer for a big website or a magazine or something like that, or a network, you get a vote. But I think that's from these rankings are from the UFC. So I don't know who gets to vote on those, but that's a good question to ask. We should find out. Obviously,
I was
it's
going
not
to say we
Dana.
should do some research. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not Dana, so I'm wondering how they.
And I think we talked a little bit about this last week because I was like, dude, the rankings came out, and Dana must not have control over that because they did not reflect what Dana's been saying. So I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Now, do you guys agree with this? Do you guys agree with the? Yeah. Now let me ask you. The only reason, and you guys know a lot more about this than I do. So, John Jones, has he ever been knocked out?
No.
So that's where my confusion is. How can what's his name be number 2 or above John Jones when John Jones, as far as I'm saying, he hasn't been knocked out. The other dude has. He's been knocked down. He was by Izzy.
We're talking about pound for pound. We're not talking about GOAT. Like, all right, pound for pound should be like who's been the most active within a certain amount of time. You know what I mean?
Okay.
If we're talking about an entire career, no doubt. John's number one. No one's can touch that. No one's saying anything about that. But what we're saying is right now, active fighters, people who are defending the strap, who are taking fights not at will, but they're consistently taking fights. Where I'm not saying John's ducking or nothing like that. But he hasn't been as active. So we can't really say he's number one, especially when he's not even fighting the interim champ in his own weight class.
Okay, so when they say pound for pound, it's different than saying like they're the best, they're the GOAT.
Well, I think so.
Right. And I think that's an argument that people are making right now because that's it. It's just like pound for pound means like who's active, who's like if you had these fighters like magically in the same weight class, and they fought, who come out on top, right? Like that's what pound for pound.
And that's why like you could have a fighter in a lower weight class at number 1 on that list because it's based off of like MMA math. We're just saying, like Fonzo said, if somehow we could get these people at the same weight, pound for pound, this person has shown above and beyond that they are the number 1, not only in their weight class, but we believe in all the weight classes.
Okay. All right. So so maybe that's where a lot of confusion comes in because for me, I thought pound for pound means the GOAT, like you're just the best of all time.
I think that's a different conversation to have. Yeah, I think that's almost like your MMA Mount Rushmore kind of talk.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Yeah. Or maybe if you said like, hey, who's on your MMA Mount Rushmore of active fighters, or who's on your MMA Mount Rushmore of retired fighters? Those are two different conversations.
So the point I made last weekend, just to catch you up, was like, you can say, hey, Muhammad Ali is a GOAT because he freaking is. Everybody knows it, right? Like, but he's not pound for pound best fighter right now. Why? Because of course he hasn't fought. Like you're not gonna put him up against anybody right now.
He's also on the live, Fonzo. So
that's right.
Okay.
All right, guys, let's move on. I got one more Poatan video. Check this out. This is Poatan meeting one of his biggest all-time fans. So I'm going to cue this up, and I might have to go back.
Also Vision.
All right. I don't know who this kid is, but it says average Poatan fan in the sub meets Poatan in real life.
Mr. Pereira. Also Vision.
¿Cómo se llama?
Also Vision. Elfo Nintendo. We love you, Mr. Pereira. Mr. Pereira. We love you both.
That was funny. So that's to do with Ciryl Gane meeting Poatan, telling Poatan he's got Ciryl Gane. And also, side note, dude, check this out. This was a cool quote that Chael Sonnen dropped on a podcast called Via Zach Gelb Show. I have never seen a rise like this at older age. In basketball, baseball, any way you want to do it, this might be the greatest athlete of all time. And I think he's just speaking on like someone later on in their career or in age dominating something like almost right off the bat. Like that's never been done before.
Yeah. Like they say, this is a young man's sport. So yeah, I get that.
So check this out, man. This is one more Poatan tidbit here. So you guys know he fought on UFC 303 and he was at the press conference and Dana was asked something about the bonuses, and Alex heard, but he didn't quite understand because, you know, there's the little language barrier there. But check out what Alex originally thought he heard.
Alex, você ganhou o bônus da noite. A dúvida é se você ganhou $50 mil ou $303 mil. Qual que foi?
Os 303, né?
So he's being asked, you won fight of the night, you got the bonus. Did you get 50,000 or did you get 303,000?
Falei ali em cima do octógono que no UFC 300 eu deveria ter ganho e não me deram. Então eu até brinquei ali falando que eu não entendi na hora da coletiva de imprensa, quando o repórter perguntou para a Dana White se o bônus ia ser de 303, assim como ele fez no UFC 300. E aí eu falei que eu tinha entendido que era $303 mil. Eu brinquei com isso, né? Mas quando eu saí de cima do octógono, eu fui lá para a sala médica, passei nos médicos, estava tudo bem. Então, depois a gente teve uma conversa lá com a organização, com o Dana White, e aí ele falou, ó, te dei o bônus da noite. Né? Aí eu falei para ele, $303 mil? Aí ele deu risada e falou, não, $50 mil. Eu falei, pô, mas na coletiva te perguntaram e eu não sei inglês, e eu entendi que era $3 mil. Aí ele deu risada, aí ele pegou e falou assim, tá bom, $303 mil pra você. Agradeci ele.
All right.
Wait, he was
watching and just
trying to
out
play.
there listening. Say that again, Fonzo?
He was trying to play it, but tell us what's going on. What's happening?
That's so crazy. So Poatan pulled the I don't understand English card. So apparently, in the press conference, he was asked if Dana was asked if he's gonna give $300,000 bonuses or the regular 50K bonuses. So then they asked Alex, and Alex said that he didn't understand the question and he thought it was 300,000.
Wait. But in the presser, he did say 300,000.
Did he? I don't remember that.
Yeah. He did. Right. Yeah. It was all over social media, right?
Yeah.
You remember that?
I know that was the time. I know that was for 302, right? Or for 300.
300. That was for
300. It was 300K.
Right, yeah.
But on this one, it wasn't. He might have gotten asked, like, is it going to be 300 again? And that's the talk. But he didn't say it was going to be 300 this time around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So then when they asked Alex about it, they said, hey, did you know that you're getting 50,000 instead of 300? And he's like, no, he said 300. So then when he asked Dana about it, Dana's like, no, bro, it's 50. And Alex is like, I didn't understand. I thought you had said 300. And Dana was just like, okay, 300 it is.
Damn.
I'm going to say that to my boss next time I ask for 1 day off. Bro, I thought it was 5 days off.
Okay, Frank, you got
it. For you, it's all right.
All right, man. Moving forward, we got a UFC event coming up pretty soon. Bobby Green taking on Paddy Pimblett. But before we get to that, check this out. This is Bobby Green already looking to the future. Check out what he has to say on X.
My plans is to fight Paddy, and if I can, if the UFC let me, I want to fight in Perf too. You can pick the person. I hear Dan Hooker's looking for a fight. I'll fight Dan. I don't care. All I need is you to do me this favor. Work out them taxes, because I'm not trying to give up no $90K in fucking taxes to Australia. But if my plans go right, fight Paddy in London, and I already got to go for my boy Alex Reyes' fight, so I'm already going to be out there. I might as well fight too. So if y'all can make that happen in UFC, let's make it happen.
There you go. So Bobby Green is scheduled to fight Paddy Pimblett in England at UFC 304. Then he wants to stay on that side of the hemisphere, fly down to Australia, and take on Dan Hooker at UFC 305. What do you guys think about that? Is he just like blowing smoke up our butts? Or is he just trying to make himself? Is this mind games with Paddy?
Oh man, that's wishful thinking.
Probably, yeah.
I'm saying, man, like that's very unlikely to happen. He's gonna get touched. You know what I mean? Touched up in that fight. So I don't think he'll be cleared.
You think he's gonna take a lot of damage against Paddy?
He'll take some. It's a given. He's gonna take some. Their styles are just gonna ask for that. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man, because Paddy hasn't really touched up anybody. I'm not saying that Bobby's going to steamroll Paddy, but I just don't. And not to say that Bobby is going to come out unscathed. For sure, he's going to take some damage, but I don't see Paddy
you think
like
he's going to take?
bombs or cutting
He
him
won't
off.
take enough damage not to be cleared for the next fight.
There's no way. It's only 3 weeks. There's not enough time. There's
That's
no
what
way.
I'm saying. That's exactly.
No,
I'm not saying he's going to get to
regardless of whether he thinks he can fight Dan Hooker or not. I don't think he's going to take too much damage against Paddy because Paddy that's not his game. He doesn't even have the power. He's already like trying to bait him into like doing a jiu-jitsu match. He's like, oh, if you think you can handle me on the ground, just get in my play jiu-jitsu. Like, dude, it's an MMA fight. Come on.
Do patty cake instead.
Yeah. And this is another thing, dude. Like, Paddy is not known for hands. So he's saying that this is his last fight on his UFC contract. And after this, he's probably going to he might decide to do some celebrity boxing. Just because there's so much money being made out there by YouTubers. Why not, dude? And I don't blame him, man. He's got a little name behind himself already. So regardless, I mean, if he can beat Bobby, that would just add a little more name to him. And then he can go over and generate a little more cash, you know?
A little more cheddar.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's not something that I don't
think either here nor there.
Exactly, dude. And that's not something that's going to sell pay-per-views or anything. So if he can make the money, man, go for it. But I think he's full of shit.
I think he's way full of it.
No way, bro.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Moving forward, you guys already know UFC is heading out to Paris, and Jailton Almeida wants to get on the card. Earlier in the week, he was asking to put him on the card against Ciryl Gane. What did you guys think about this matchup, man?
I ain't mad at it.
I ain't mad at it either. I don't know if Jailton can take Ciryl. You know what I'm saying? But it would make for an interesting fight, and it would definitely solve a number one contender issue if there is a number one contender issue. By the way, I didn't put this in the show because I couldn't find anything on it, but I believe MMA Junkie was reporting that. So John tweeted out yesterday afternoon that he had an accident at LAX and lost a finger.
That's what he gets. Put it into that hole. Don't do it, John.
Bro, for reals, man. So I don't know if that's true or not. I'm sure we'll be hearing things as the days come past. But dude, if he really did lose a finger, he's not going to be able to fight Stipe anytime soon. So
I don't know, man. Like that guy's just weird shit happens, man. Like how would
he puts himself in he just puts himself in situations, you know, who knows? I don't know if he stuck his finger in something, but it's like, dude, how does that happen to you?
Yeah.
So UFC said, cool story, Jailton. We're moving forward. Dude, how about this is a badass matchup right here, bro.
What
this
the
is
fuck?
sick. UFC announced October 26th, Alexander Volkov going to be taking on Ciryl Gane. That's going to be a banger, bro.
Jeez.
That is going to be sick. So,
how do you think this is going to play out?
I don't know, man. Volkov looked really good, dude. And so, I mean, they both got the reach.
Yeah.
One guy's got the power, the other guy's got the reach, but Cyril's not a little guy either. You know what I mean? So we'll see, man. This is going to be a banger of a fight. And this right here is a definite number one contender fight, I would imagine, man. Because if what John is saying is true, and he's like, what are we in right now? We're in July. You lost a finger. Dude, if you did lose a finger or you lost, or it's just a bad cut, you know what I mean? If there's any ligament damage, if there's bone damage there, that's going to take some time to heal. Yeah. And there's nothing that's going to speed that up. So it's just going to be like a rib injury. You just got to wait.
Yeah.
And that's regardless of what hand it happened to, you throw punches, you grapple, you need that hand. You know, unless you're going to pull a Ronnie Lott and be like, hey, just chop that shit off, bro.
Dude, and that might be the quickest way to recover.
That would be, dude. That would be. But I don't know if that's what John wants to do.
Though?
Yeah.
He's going to make him faster. And one less finger to work with.
He's losing mass.
Dude, you know what will happen, though? He'll lose his advantage because he won't be able to eye poke as much.
I was just thinking that right now.
That's the last finger that he always uses to put in people's eyes.
That's it, man.
Yeah.
Damn. All right, guys. We also announced this that the UFC's throwing on BSD versus Renato Money Moicano at UFC Paris, September 28th. I believe this was on the MMA Hour where Dustin Poirier was asked, hey, who you got? because you know Dustin trains with Renato, and he's already fought BSD. So he knows a lot of info, a lot of background info on both of these guys personally. And he's thinking, dude, I'm surprised. I mean, is this him just backing his boy up, or is this him speaking facts? He's saying that Renato's going to sub Benoit Saint-Denis.
Dang.
I think that's kind of a little.
I don't know.
It could totally happen, but
anything can happen.
Anything can happen, right? Especially, I mean, look at last night's. We'll get into it in a little bit, but literally anything can happen in any fight at any given moment. So it could happen, or Benoit could also submit Renato, or somebody can get knocked out.
The only thing that's not going to happen is he's not going to lose an eyebrow in the whole thing.
Eyelashes.
Or an eyelashes. There you go. Yeah.
You don't know, man. You don't know that.
You don't know what he's getting in right now.
Right? Yeah, true.
All right. So, dude, check this out. Did you guys hear Dustin go off on Michael Chandler earlier in the week?
No.
Oh, what happened?
So apparently Michael Chandler tweeted something out about made one of them like us type statements, like referring to him with the UFC, like, hey, we do this kind of shit over here. You know what I mean? We're UFC. And Dustin Poirier was not having it, bro. Check this out.
You're Muscle Milk Mike. You're going back.
Well, I mean, come on, dude. Look, no thanks. Retire. We good. Who the fuck is we? You just got here, buddy. You're not one of us. You're not we. I've been here. You know, come on, dude. We are good. Who's we? You know, welcome to the UFC, dude. You got one win in the UFC.
That pissed you off.
Fact.
Yeah, bro. He's not one of us. You know, I've been cutting my teeth in the UFC since January of 2011 or 2010, you know. He just got here. Who's we? He's speaking for the lightweight division?
Right.
Dude, Muscle McMike needs to chill.
What about...
Damn, bro. Is he speaking facts or what?
Hey, man, that's real.
Hey, check out his tweet, his response though after he told him to pipe down, and then he said, "Choked your ass out, and you haven't fought since." Yikes!
Damn, pipe down, Muscle Milk Mike.
So, bro, I don't know if Chandler is gonna get the Conor fight or not, because he seems to be moving on, and now he's asking to fight Nate, who's not even in the UFC at the moment.
I think he's just looking for something. He's just looking for something to get his name back in there.
You know what? He owes somebody something. He owes somebody something. Like
you think he took out a fat ass loan and he's like, "Yo, bro,
the loan shark is about to,
bro. I got the Conor fight coming up."
Yeah, fool. The same dude that cut off John Jones's fingers coming after Chandler's pinky.
Dang.
Watch out. Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Yeah, I just feel like he's grasping for straws right now, man. Like he's trying to make up for the payday, which I mean, I would be too, man. I'd be super pissed, but I think he's going about it the wrong way. He should. What do you guys think?
Michael Chandler, get a
what should be his plan right now? Should he be looking for the next biggest fight, or should he just be looking to fight?
He's just looking to fight.
I think so too, man. Just get in there as soon as you can and say, F it, fuck it. It was a bad call, bad move. I blew up in my face, and let's see how I can recover.
Yeah.
Like a bad haircut. You're not going to make it any better, right?
I don't know, man.
Take off your hat and show everybody. I'm kidding. All right, guys, let's switch gears here. Let's talk about DDP and Izzy, because this is going to be coming up at UFC 305. We're less than 2 months. We're within the 2-month window of this, right? So Dricus went on a podcast, and what do you guys think about this statement? He believes that after Izzy beat Poatan, you know, his arch rival, his nemesis, guy who he just couldn't get over the hump, and he finally conquered that mountain, climbed that hill. Not only did he beat Poatan, but he slept him, bro. He slept him bad, you know. And after that, he might have just been like, okay, that's my mountain. I'm kind of done, but I'm not done. You know what I mean? So he kind of maybe overlooked Sean Strickland and everybody else. What do you guys think?
Personally,
I don't know if that's true.
You don't think it's true? You think it's just bad timing, you know, wear and tear?
I just think that Sean Strickland just posed a completely different, like, dude, he's a different animal,
bro. There's nobody out there like him.
Right.
Mhm.
So I think that's what it was. Like he wasn't used to it. He wasn't ready for it, and he just, he got the best out of him. So just that's all that happened. I don't
You're
think it has
saying
anything to do
that
with Poatan.
everything before Sean Strickland with Adesanya was like regular gonorrhea, but then Sean Strickland comes and he's got that new East Coast ringworm not going away kind of stuff.
Yeah, ask
You're
Ant.
not ready
Man,
for
that's tough.
Bro,
Yes,
you just
it
need to get
is.
the shot. I don't know what's going on out there. No. Yeah, no, I don't know. I think I think maybe part of that, I think this could just be like perfect timing on a bunch of scales, a bunch of things, variables coming together at the right or wrong time for Izzy. One, yeah, maybe he had set Poatan up on this pedestal, and once he conquered that, he was like, well, what else is there for me to do? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Maybe he didn't train as hard, or could it have just been he's been in so many wars for so long, and the Poatan win added on top of that, you know what I mean? It just, the chinks in the armor started to show up, and Sean was able to find him, and that's how he got the W.
I think it was a part of both, because remember also, Adesanya, he did lose to him that first initial fight. So he lost to him that first initial fight. So he's doing great. He's becoming champ. He's, they're saying all these great things. He's acting as if nobody can beat him. He goes up against his arch rival and he loses. And then he comes back. He has his new fire to eventually do it. He wins that one, gets back on his whole pedestal of how he thinks, oh, I've just beat the guy that my arch rival and everything.
Right? Like he just thought everything was going to be easy street after that.
And then he went into Strickland, where it's like, okay, this guy, not only did Strickland beat him, but he mentally destroyed Adesanya. So he's just like, I don't think it had to do with Adesanya per se and, hey, you know what, this is too easy or what. I just think that it was two separate situations where he has to, like, when he gets on this high and he starts thinking of himself of, unbeatable and everything, and he doesn't humble himself, I think that's what causes him to lose. And he got up against Strickland, and he just could not figure out that calculation, and he was just mentally just beat.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll have to find out and see. But check this out. This is some sparring footage. And I gotta say, man, I don't know. I mean, obviously, he's not gonna release footage that's gonna give away his game plan or nothing.
Right.
I mean, he gets taken down right here, and it's a pretty lazy one. But he is able to get back up. But check this out. Watch this. This is like a lazy boy, fat boy takedown. Right place, right time. So, but he does show he's using some knees and working his clench. So I don't know if that's the type. Is that the game plan you want to go against with someone who's got the power that DDP has? But I like that trip right there, bro. That was nasty.
Yeah, man. With DDP, I think his best course of action would be just to stick and move. You know what I mean? Just in and out. Just
stay out of the eye of the storm, bro.
Yeah, because DDP, he's gonna have that takedown. He's gonna push him into it, and he's gonna be lost. He's gonna be in deep water with that. As soon as he takes him down, you already know, he has really no really good ground game. You can see it even from there. Like he's okay, but he's not enough for DDP's gonna roll right through him.
Yeah, we haven't seen enough of him on the ground. You know what I mean? Since earlier on in his career, so we really can't say and he hasn't faced any wrestlers. And then on top of that, DDP doesn't shoot wrestling type takedowns. He's fucking you up on the feet, and then he sneaks it in right behind. So he's got to be aware of trips, inside trips, outside trips, arm drags, and just getting caught in awkward positions, off balance, because that's where he's going to get you.
Yeah, and he does a lot of power.
One thing that DDP is really, really good at is creating fucking chaos. He just fucking starts throwing all kinds of crazy, unorthodox strikes, and you're just like, oh, whoa, whoa, you're like in a tornado. You know what I mean?
You just have to react to all that shit.
Yeah,
and that's
you
the
don't
problem.
have time
You
to
can't do
think. You're just reacting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like his style, man. I like his style, but when someone can figure that out, or someone's able to slow that down, we'll see. We'll see if that's if Izzy's the answer. We'll see.
And that's why I think that Izzy needs to just snipe him and just do straight punches. If he can do that, he'll beat him to the punch every single time.
Yeah, because DDP's not really textbook type striker. He's a brawler.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a lot of those looping punches, and you know, straight line is a straight line will beat a looping punch anytime. So, all right, guys, let's talk Islam Makhachev because we don't know who's gonna be next.
You gotta put some more phlegm on that.
Who's gonna be next, bro? Because you guys remember our boy Armando Sarukian. You guys know what's up with him at the moment?
No, what happened?
Well, remember the suspension?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Suspended until like early 2025. And Makhachev had wanted to get in one more fight this year. So could this be perfect timing for Charlie Olives, bro? Like he probably, well, he definitely isn't the number one contender because that's Arman, right? Since he lost to Arman. But if Arman can't go, Dustin just lost. I don't see why not, right?
Yeah.
Check this video hyping Charlie Olives up. What do you guys think?
I have a question for Charles Oliveira. Will you ever stop mogging your opponents?
O Mogger tem nome e seu nome é Charles Oliveira.
Fala uma coisa aqui, não tá? O campeão se chama Charles Oliveira. O Charles do
Dude,
who
if you're
did the face
listening,
audit edits on
that's
that
an
one?
awesome filter,
Yeah,
man. So
right.
head over to our YouTube channel at Chingasos Crew. Check out what we're talking about. Charles Mogivera.
Sick.
All right, bro. But check this out. Arman's not just sitting around taking it. He says, I'm the one fighting for the title next. The rest of you can take a seat. Hashtag and new.
Damn.
So he might be, he obviously wants to fight, right?
Right.
Obviously, he deserves to get the fight. But that's what, Fonzo?
Neither here nor there.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. You don't mean shit, bro. It doesn't mean shit if you're suspended until 2025.
Yeah.
So go make that PS. I think they had wanted him to do like a suspension and possibly do some like anti-bullying campaign. And if he did that, I think they would knock some time off because they did that to somebody. I think they did that to Conor or Khabib. When Khabib and the Conor thing happened, they made Khabib do like an anti-bullying kind of thing.
No way.
Yeah, I think, or they wanted him to, and I don't know if he did it or not, but that was offered. So, yeah, I'll help you make it, bro. I'll help you make the video. All right, guys, let's go back in time. Round 2, UFC 302, Ian Machado Gary and Michael Venom Page. You guys remember this round?
Actually, dude, I didn't watch this.
Oh, you didn't watch this
one?
No. So, you could go when you go watch this. I wouldn't necessarily watch the whole fight because it's kind of boring. Rounds 1 and 3 were just like, but round 2 was fun. It wasn't fun the entire fight. You know what I mean? I wish he would have thrown more strikes, but this is like a preview of what we could have saw. But maybe it's just Ian Gary's game is so good that he stifled the game of Venom Page. But check out Venom Page cooking Ian on the feet, bro. This is round 2. Oh, look at that right hand, bro. In and out. Look at this. Like he's playing basketball.
Damn.
Yeah.
Crossover. Boom. Another right hand.
Dude, he's looking like Maromedo Vice right there.
Right? So I want to say he only landed like 7 significant strikes that round. We might have seen them all, bro.
Oh, wow.
Machado didn't land anything in that round. But that's what I'm saying. It's like, dude, you had that's like COVID payments during COVID. Like you had that the whole time, bro. You had that the whole time. What? Why were you not doing this the whole time?
Yeah.
So frustrating, dude. So frustrating. But now Machado moves on and he keeps his O. All right, boys. Brendan Allen, remember he main evented a UFC fight night a while ago. And I don't remember who. I think he was supposed to fight Roman Dolidze, and then Roman got injured. So then Chris Curtis stepped in last minute, and Chris almost beat him, dude. Chris took him all 5 rounds, and Brandon Allen won a split decision, I believe. And now Brandon Allen thinks he deserves a main event.
Oh,
so
my God.
The UFC is fishing up, wants him to fight Nasruddin Imavov. But Brendan Allen wants it to be main event. And I'm with you, cuz I'm like, are you serious, dog? You barely got past Chris Curtis. Nasruddin is gonna tune you up because remember, Nasruddin beat the crap out of Jared Cannonier. He took everything Cannonier had for about 3.5 rounds, and he's like, you know what? I got an appointment, so we gotta wrap this up.
It just seems like everyone is kind of like on that train. Like everyone is posting, oh, I need this title shot, and just kind of like they're kind of like, what's his name, throwing out there for that bonus. Like, hey, I'll just play
entitlement, bro.
Like, yeah,
entitlement.
Hey, I
you're
deserve
just
this.
not.
I deserve this. No, you don't.
Yeah,
no,
you're not Poatan.
Yeah,
you're not at Poatan status yet, bro. So don't be thinking you're calling the shots. So guess what? UFC said, cool story. You're gonna be co-main event, bitch. Nasruddin Imavov, Brendan Allen, Le Combat devrait se faire, and co-main. I'm pretty sure that says co-main event in Paris. See you soon, boys.
In Paris, got it.
In Paris, in Paris.
All right.
All right, guys. You guys know that I'm always scouring the interwebs, listening to podcasts, watching videos, so that way I can tell you all out there what you should be watching, what you should be listening to. So if you're an old school MMA junkie like us here, and you remember the old Pride days, and you love yourself some Quentin Rampage Jackson, do yourselves a favor and head over to Spotify or wherever you listen to podcasts and check out the Joe Rogan Experience with Rampage, bro. It was a pretty good episode. He talked a little bit about Pride, talked about remember when Vanderlei fought Crazy Horse behind the scenes? Dude, he went into that story. He went into apparently he did a crazy celebrity boxing event with Bob Sapp in Japan a while back. You know what he did?
No.
Bob Sapp and Quentin Rampage Jackson fought two dudes. I don't know if they weren't pro fighters, but it was a boxing match, right? So it's two dudes with boxing gloves. Rampage and Bob Sapp, though, check this out. They're inside of the same t-shirt, bro.
No.
So Rampage can only swing with his right hand, and Bob Sapp can only swing with his left hand. We gotta find that video and watch. But Rampage said it was one of the funnest experiences of his career for sure, dude.
Dude, how much did he get? I'm sure it was just a briefcase full of cash.
He says it wasn't a lot of money, but it was like he did it mostly for fun.
That's awesome. That's good.
It was pretty cool, man. So yeah, go out and check it out. I want to say it's like a little over 2 hours, so listen to it in pieces because it's a long one, but there's some gems in there for sure, man. All right, guys. I never heard of this grappling event. It's called ADXC. You ever heard of this, cuz?
No, never.
I think this is like a Middle Eastern thing, so like a Dubai kind of deal, you know, where they throwing cash around.
Okay.
But they're going to have an event coming up next month, Friday, August 2nd. And check this out, dude. Main event, Uriah Faber, Bibiano Fernandez. Ooh, what?
Ooh.
If you're an old school MMA junkie from the old school Dream, Pride FC days, you know what I mean? That's a matchup that went down in Dream back in the day. Remember that organization, Fonzo, Dream?
Yeah, remember. That's the one that replaced Pride afterwards, right?
Yeah, after Pride went down, they tried to fill in that gap, but I don't know what happened to them. Might have been some Yakuza stuffs again. But yeah, they're setting this up.
I thought that was I think it was bought by the UFC.
Oh, was it? Okay.
They just made it go away. Yeah. So a question on the Faber Fernandez fight. Is that going to be an MMA match?
No, it's going to be a grappling match. So I think all of these fights on this card are going to be a grappling match. But check it out. They're going to also, on that same card, they're going to have Chad Mendes taking on Kevin Lee. So they're not grapplers. They're not known for grappling, but they are known UFC guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, you can see the audience that they're trying to stir up. You know, it's almost like UFC Fight Pass type deal where they're using UFC fighters to try to promote jiu-jitsu, and I'm down for it, bro. I'm gonna watch it. Yeah,
now, is the Gracie, is that one of the Gracie brothers?
I don't know which Gracie that
Little
is.
cousin, maybe?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or something?
We'll have to wait and see.
Right.
Dude, he married into the family and changed.
There he is, yeah.
Yep. Or he's Ian Machado and he's taking her name.
Oh.
Sorry, guys. I'm keeping it controversial. You know how I am. You know how we do it. Speaking of controversy, guys, check this out. I found this cool thread on Reddit what's an absolute all-time biggest fluke in UFC history? So I got a few on the screen right now. Amanda Nunes and Juliana Peña won. John Jones, Matt Hamill, Matt Serra, GSP won. You know what I mean? I'm thinking like these are wins where you're like, bro, if these guys fight 100 times, you're gonna get your ass kicked 99.
Yeah,
that's it. Like, you know what I mean? That one time, it's like enjoy it, but it's not gonna come around again. What are some other fluke wins that you would say? And you know what? Because oh, sorry, Fonzo, go for it.
I was gonna say, man, I don't know, man. I agree with the Matt Serra and John Jones one. The Juliana Peña one, though, I want you to have that removed. And here's my reason.
Oh my God, no way.
Here's my reason for that. I don't think it was a fluke. I think it was just Amanda Nunes not being prepared for that fight. Like, she just was coasting. Because, dude, she was winning. She was winning that fight. She was piecing her up. It was pretty good performance by Juliana Peña. Now, you're right on the fact that if they fought 100 times, she would get her ass kicked more than not, 100%. I'm not saying that, but I don't think it was a fluke. That fight was not a fluke.
I think it's still a fluke because, like you said, you expect Amanda Nunes to come in there, and the fact that she was not prepared, the fact that she just thought it was just another thing, it ended up being a fluke because everyone 100%, 103% were like, Amanda Nunes is going to win this, not a big deal. And then when she did, it was like, what the fuck just happened?
Maybe the way that I'm thinking about it as a fluke is like it's a lucky punch. It's I caught you in something that was never expected. But dude, that fight was going according to Juliana Peña's game plan.
I think fluke involves like a lot of things though. That you just touched upon, Fonzo. Like fluke is like a lucky punch, yeah, but she landed a bunch of lucky punches, so you can't really say that they were lucky, right?
Right.
Secondly, it could also have been timing. You know, there's been rumors that Amanda has been saying that the UFC was pushing her into that fight and she wasn't ready, so she may have been injured. And Fonzo, you also suggested that maybe she was overlooking her. Totally. Yeah. But I think all of those things play into the fact that it was a fluke. You know what I mean? Like, look at in all sports, USC loses to Texas in the Rose Bowl when USC was loaded with Reggie Bush and the boys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, was it a fluke? Maybe, but it's also like just a combination of a bunch of things. And again, you said it, Fonzo, 99 times out of 100, we're going to see the same result. But that one day, that one time, don't matter if you're Matt Serra, Juliana Peña, or Matt Hamill, that was
fucked up. I think,
he should, like, that's not even in the same category, right?
Yeah.
What about this, though? What about this? I don't have this on the screen, but let me bring this up. I fucking hated this. Watching this made me sick to my stomach when Gabriel Gonzaga crow-copped Crow Cop.
Oh.
Remember that? He freaking high-kicked him, folded him. Herb Dean had to go run over there and unfold Crow Cop's leg because it was like bent over backwards, all crazy. You know what I mean? I was like, how dare you? You did that? You freaking got
with his own signature move. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. You know?
Yeah.
And what about this? This wasn't this was Michael Bisping, Luke Rockhold 2. Remember when Rockhold had already beat Bisping, but I forgot who Rockhold was supposed to fight, and his opponent got injured. And then they asked Bisping, like, short notice, like, hey, bro, you want in? And he was like, yes. Yes. And he got his revenge, bro. But again, same thing. 99 times out of 100, you're not going to see that same result.
What about, would you consider this a fluke, or what would you guys consider the Aldo fight? Aldo and what's
McGregor?
Yeah. The first, when they fought and that knockout, I was in shock, but would you consider that a fluke?
That one, I don't know. I mean, if Conor wouldn't have kept rising like he did,
right,
I would say no, that was a fluke. But he kept doing it.
Yeah,
he kept starching fools. You know what I'm saying? Like he even went up a weight class and beat the dog shit out of Eddie Alvarez, whose nickname is the King of Violence.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, nah, bro, that's 99 times out of 100, I think he does that to Aldo.
Again.
As much as I hated that, dude, I was
Right?
so mad. I was so mad.
Oh, dude, I was pumped for the fight. I was waiting for McGregor to get his ass handed to him, and then all of a
Same.
sudden, within that first few seconds, he knocks out Aldo. My mouth dropped, and I had to get up and walk out of the room for a second and get something to drink.
I know, dude.
Oh
I
my
know.
god.
Yep,
Yeah.
I remember.
Oh,
All right,
man.
boys. So UFC 305 around the corner, August 17th next month, and they're still loading the card up. But check out who else got thrown on the card, bro. Our boy Jesus Aguilar, Ensenada, Mexico's own, taking on Stuart Nickel. Bro, that's going to be a dangerous fight, man. I want to say that Stuart is 8-0. This is going to be his first fight in the UFC. Check this out. He's got 7 finishes. 4 by knockout and 3 by sub, bro.
Damn.
So I don't know who has pissed off in the UFC, but he started his career by fighting Tatsuro Taira, bro. So he's got 2 big monsters. I mean, this is gonna be his second monster in front of him. So I'm looking forward to this fight, man. It's not gonna be an easy fight for him, but he can do it. He can get it done because you know Jesus got that power too, bro. Remember, he dropped his last opponent in the first round, like in the first minute.
Damn.
And then this also got added to UFC 305. Bro, let's go.
What?
That's going to be a freaking
Fonzo,
brawl.
announce this to the crew out there. What are we talking about?
Dude, Mateus Gamrot versus Dan Hooker is going to be fire.
That is going to be such a freaking banger of a fight, dude. Let's talk about this right now because we're going to get into it for sure when we do a parlay show for that one. But right now, quick take, hot take. How do you see it going down? Because, Fonzo, there's a gun to your testicles. They're asking you who's going to win and how. Tell me.
Dude, I'll just point
the barrel's cold.
I'll just point to my left testicle and say, go at it, because I don't even know, bro.
Damn.
I don't even know.
Oh.
Damn.
Bro, you're not even going to try to lie? You're just like, I don't need that one.
Hey, if they tell me, hey, it's either 1 or 2. I'm just picking one. I can still
You're
sucio, bro. What about you, cuz?
I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go with Gamrot for finishing this one off. I think he's gonna. Yeah, I think he's gonna have just a little bit more, but it's gonna be a slugfest. That's gonna be a good
It's gonna
fight.
be a banger, bro.
Yeah.
It's gonna be bloody.
But
You know
I
what I mean?
think
This is gonna be
taking this at the end.
Yeah, man. Like, I mean, this can go one of 2 ways. It can be Gamrot taking down Hook Dan over and over and over, or it can be Dan stuffing those takedowns and making Gamrot pay every time he comes in. You know what I mean?
That's the problem, dude. That's why I don't know, man. Because you just stick, just stick and keep him away with that jab.
Right? Like, one thing we know about Dan Hooker is he's a fucking dog, and he's gonna keep throwing until he's like out. Right?
Yeah.
No matter what round, no matter what minute, he's just gonna keep going. And then what do we know about Gamrot? He's a cardio machine, and he spams takedowns like crazy. He's all about control, but when he gets you down, is he doing damage? Is he going for subs? Not really, man. I mean, I love the guy, but he's more of like a lay and pray kind of guy, trying to win rounds with control time. And I don't know if that game is a good one to be playing against Dan Hooker.
Yeah.
He's gonna find out.
We're gonna find out. We're all gonna find out. It's gonna be a good one, man. It's gonna be a good one, cuzzo. All right. CJI is officially full, and we're just talking about the tournament. So last week we announced that the under 80 kilogram division is filled up. Now the over 80 kilogram division is full. Check out the names we got, guys. Nicky Rod, Joa Gabriel Rocha, Victor Hugo, Mason Fowler, Adam Bradley, Ignacio Santos, Owen Livesey, Felipe Andrew, Mex Jimenez, Luke Rockhold, William Tackett, Pat Downey, Daniel Kirkvilliet, Muhammad Ali, Pedro Alex, and Kyle Bowen. Bro, these are studs.
Damn. Who's left for ADCC after this tournament?
You know what? Flo put out a show called
Who's Left?
Dude, that might be the name. Let me look it up. I'll tell you because I was watching it earlier. But they have put on a show where they're talking about who's left. Basically, yeah, you're absolutely right. Because let me find it. It's in my history.
It's a Pornhub.
It's not in that window, Fonzo. Gosh. No, they're just calling it breaking down each division. So basically, who's left? Yeah. They need to rename that shit. Who's left?
Yeah.
But yeah, they're going over each division, and the only division that I don't see a lot of changing is the minus 66 kilos. But those are the little guys. You know what I'm saying? So that one's still gonna be fire.
Damn.
But I don't know if you heard this, cuz Mikey Musumeci was officially in for a super fight in CJI, but now he's officially out.
No,
apparently,
I didn't know that. Shit.
Apparently they were not able to secure an opponent for him, and he says that he's just going to focus on his next match, which is against Cade Rudolo, September 6th in 1.
Damn, they should make that the super fight. Ooh,
I know, bro, right?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that would be a good fight. Let him go 2 times.
Yeah, right?
Well, but Cade's already in the regular tournament, so he's going to be busy. Maybe he can go up against another Rudolo. I think they got another little brother.
Do they?
I think they got a sister.
Hey, there you go. Send him.
All right, so BJJ, I don't know if you ever checked out the website, BJJ Eastern Europe, but they're a pretty good website, pretty good, notable. They're always got great stories. They could do good interviews, but they are reporting that apparently the opponent for Mikey Musumeci was one of these 2 guys on the screen.
Oh,
Rafa
got shoulder pads under his shoulders.
I know, bro. Dude, why does he look like Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man after he got bit by the spider? What the? God damn! Yeah. So apparently, a possible opponent for Mikey was Rafa Mendes of AOJ, and the other name that came up was Marcelo Garcia. Damn. I would have both of those are awesome names. I don't know if I would have really wanted to see him go up against those guys because they haven't competed in years. And Marcelo just got over colon cancer, bro. What are you guys doing? Leave him alone. How about a Legends match? How about like Rafa Mendes and Cobrina run it back?
Oh,
that would have, you know what I'm saying? Like get a Legend versus Legends match.
Legend, yeah.
But I don't like this because it's kind of like how UFC does the old fighters before. Hey, you got one more fight left? All right, we're gonna put you against this freaking firecracker of a kid to beat the dog shit out of you, so we can highlight his career and rocket ship him to the top.
What if they got like 2 of the Gracie brothers to go against each other for a highlight?
That would be cool.
Super match. That would be cool.
Fight for a big pile of cash. They're always down for that. All right, guys. So we had UFC Fight Night, Rose Namajunas taking on Tracy Cortez, and drama ensued the day before. Guys, let me ask you, how much hair do you need to cut off to make weight? Apparently, Tracy Cortez cut off a chunk of her hair so she can make the 126-pound weight limit.
How much was she over?
I think ounces, a pound, half a pound or something. Like there's a video
of that much hair was
exactly what I'm saying.
Here's the thing. She's also holding her hair while standing in the scale. That doesn't change.
Well, yeah, but that one's for the photo shoot. That's not the actual one where
Same.
I was saying the same thing. But I'm like, well, that's for the camera. But really, dude, I've heard of jujitsu guys saying like, oh yeah, I was trying to cut weight and I couldn't, so I shaved my head. Like, bro, how much could that have been? There's no way you have a pound of hair on your head,
right? Yeah,
half a pound.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Unless you're the Rotolo brothers,
Maybe, unless you're Cade, he definitely, But nah, yeah. So that's how the whole show started off. A little bit of drama, and I got the bangers, bro. So I got a couple of prelims and then a couple of the main card fights that I want to discuss with y'all. Starting with this one, man. This one blew my parlay. I cannot believe I didn't go with Montel Jackson. I think I got him confused with another guy on the card.
Montel Jordan.
Montel Jordan. This is how we do it. I should have known, bro. I should have known.
That should have been your
Montel
sign
Jackson
right there.
taking on Damone Blackshear, bro. And you know Montel, bro. He's here for a good time, not a long time. Check this out. Look at this. The highlight starts with him at the beginning, standing up against the cage because there's not enough time. Look at this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Clack it! Here it comes. Good to.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, it happened so freaking. And guess what? Montel Jackson's nickname is Quick.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Boom.
Okay. Yeah, he was.
Dude, that
Yep.
right
Boom.
hand.
Right.
Look at this
straight
right
down
hand.
the pipe.
It was
Oh,
a left.
And dude,
Oh,
I don't want
yeah.
to. I don't want to play the audio because YouTube will block it. But right when he launched that, like I don't know, half a second before that, Dominic Cruz said something like, "Hey, watch out for Montel because he throws straight right hands right down the middle." Boop. Yeah, it was crazy. It was perfect timing. But then look at that, one more, 1, 2, and then that was it, man.
Man.
Yeah, and he was out because his head just bounced.
Oh,
off the
he was
floor.
out. Yeah,
Yeah.
Blackshear was out
Damn.
before he hit the mat, man. So Montel Jackson, bro. I heard Kenny Florian talking about him on their podcast, and he was saying he's a good fighter. He just doesn't fight enough. So he only fights like once a year for the last.
Maybe he's worried about his hairline going back a little bit too far. You know,
that should be the last thing he's worried about. Also, apparently a lot of guys don't want to fight him, so they give contracts out to guys, but they refuse to fight him. I can see why. All right, guys, this was another banger of a fight. Charles Johnson taking on Joshua Van. There's a lot of hype behind Joshua. I know he likes to stand and bang, but this one did not. And I wasn't paying too much attention to this fight, but I want to say Josh was up 2-0 going into the third round because Charles Johnson's corner was like, "Hey, bro, you need to get on this, man. You are losing this fight." And he understood the assignment, bro. Watch this. Got right in that pocket and just starts throwing hands. Look at clip.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That freaking uppercut, man.
Yeah, bro. One more time, Fonzo.
That was like a Mighty Mouse uppercut right there.
Yeah.
Boom.
So this right hand, oh, bro, for reals, man. Because you gotta shave all your hair and leave that little bit in the back, man.
The Batman symbol,
love that.
upside down Batman symbol.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
Or you could start your own thing and be like, "Fuck that! I'm just gonna leave it in the front, bro."
You're talking about a hairline going back. That fool's his hairline goes all the way back. It's all forehead.
Look at this right hand right here. It sets up that uppercut because he clips him right on the side of his head, and then he's like kind of stunned. Right there.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
And then he's able to capitalize and throws that uppercut, bro. Charles Johnson, TKO, round number 3.
Doesn't he have a hair? Does he have a haircut like Martin Lawrence when he played the karate black belt? Didn't he have a hair like that?
No, that guy would wear like the do-rag, remember?
He wore a do-rag? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, man. Check this out. Cody Brundage versus Abdul Razak Al Hassan. This one ended because DQ early on, but I want to share, dude. Like, this is something we don't see a lot. And I'm really glad.
When I started watching, I didn't catch. This is when I started watching, but I didn't catch how
what happened. Okay, so check this out, man. Yeah, this was wild, bro. I mean, good thing we had an experienced ref, and it happened a handful of times. So watch the clip, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So the clip starts. This is early round 1. Within the first 30 seconds, Cody Brundage has Al Hassan up against the cage, and he's trying to work for a takedown. And watch what happens. Look at this. 1, 2 elbows to the back of the head, bro. Cody's able to wrestle him away from the cage and eventually gets him back to the center of the cage where I don't know if he continued to work on that same takedown, or maybe this was another takedown. But now you notice that Cody looks like he's working a single there.
Yeah.
And Al Hassan starts with them elbows again, bro. Look at this. And the ref is right there. Herb Dean is actually, that's not, was it her?
Her song, no?
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, dude. But those were just all, that was all bad, dude. That was bad news, man. No way that should be happening. I don't know if he got warned when he was up against the cage, but right then and there, man.
Yeah, we're going to stop it. I'm sure there had to be a warning.
Yeah. So DQ. Hate to see something like that happen, man, but Miragliotta was in there saving the day, guys. All right, I got 2 more fights to talk about, including this one. This definitely had to be fight of the night for me, man. This is Drew Dober versus John Silva. John Silva, remember, is part of that MMA nerds team out of Brazil, training with Caio Borralho, and Gene Silva just fought like 2 weeks ago. Remember? He fought 2 weeks ago in the featherweight division where he did miss weight. And I can't remember who he fought, but he got the win by TKO. So he took this fight on short week notice, moved up in weight, made weight this time, I believe. And guys, look at the way he left Drew Dober, dude. That cut opened up in the first round.
Damn. Was that from an elbow?
It was from a punch.
Damn.
And then it just repeatedly, he kept getting hit there over and over and over. And it just, dude, Drew Dober is a fucking G because he did not want to stop. He was like, no, I'm good. The doctor came in at the end of the second round and they started it up again. The third round started. Jean Silva landed a couple of strikes and Herb Dean was like, all right, hold on. Called the doctor in and then that was it, man.
Damn.
But dude, I am so impressed with Silva. In the first round, he had already landed that punch that cut Drew open, but at one point, Drew was trying to grab Silva, and Silva just big brothered him like, "Get off me!"
Damn.
Like imagine like a heavyweight in jiu-jitsu just throwing a flyweight, like, "Get off me, bro!"
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With one arm, it was like that, and he did it multiple times, guys.
Yeah.
Damn.
Dude, it was a good fight, man.
Man. He is on the radar. I mean, I didn't know that he was. He looked like a natural lightweight. You know what I mean? But on the screen, I got his record. You know, now he's got the win over Drew Dober at lightweight. Before that, though, he fought Charles Jourdain at featherweight, starched him. Before that, he fought Weston Wilson, and that was also at featherweight. Got that guy in round 1. And then before that, he was on Dana White's Contender Series where he won by unanimous decision. I don't know what the weight class was in that one, but I would imagine it's probably featherweight since that's where they had him fighting the majority of his career. But on the screen right now, I got the featherweight rankings. I got the lightweight rankings. Where would you guys like to see this guy fight?
I think you're right, man. I think he's more of a natural lightweight, so I'd like to see him in the lightweight division.
Because remember, he did have trouble making weight at 145.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. And anybody, if he's going to fight anybody next, anybody in the 13, 14, or 15 spot would be a good fight.
Dude, Jalen Turner.
Yeah.
That'd be a good fight. Yeah.
Right? Because Benoit Saint-Denis got a fight already booked. RDA doesn't have a fight, but I don't know if he wants to fight RDA. That might be that would be a war, bro.
That'd be a great fight. And it'd be a really good test for him.
Honestly, I would rather see that than Jalen Turner.
Yeah.
Because I think he'll beat the dog shit out of Jalen.
And then Bobby Green.
Bobby Green's fighting already right now. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, let's see what happens to Bobby in a few weeks. And that could be it. They can make that fight happen too.
Yeah.
But I think his next fight is going to be to get into the rankings for sure. He's going to be, he's got to fight somebody, man. Because the way he made Drew Dober look, and I know Drew is not in the rankings at the moment, but Drew is a gamer, bro. I would be willing to take Drew against anybody in 12 through 15. He may not be able to beat them, but he would put it on them. He would make it a fight.
Yeah.
Damn.
All right, boys. Main event time. I saved the best for last. All right, I'm lying. Tracy Cortez, Rose Namajunas. It was not the most exciting fights. And this is one of those fights where you could just definitely, there's a time and a place where we have these up-and-comers that take on these more established fighters and they take their spot in the rankings, right? But this is not one of them. This is not one of them times. Yeah, this was just Rose still's got it, man. She was light years that you could see she was just so much faster. Her footwork was just so much better. It was like rush hour type shit, like yeah. She would just be in and out.
Tracy had no answer for nothing.
Tracy would be like, "Where are you? Where did you go?" I felt bad, but this is a good time for this to happen to her because now she's still young in the game. She can go back and watch the video, watch the tape, and see what she's got to work on. And as you can see, she's probably got a handful of things that she's got to work on. But as far as Rose goes, man, Rose is still a contender, bro. She is ready. And that's it, man. The only thing I could think of, dude, is just like, I don't know if it was a main event worthy right off the bat.
Well, you know what I mean? It's
but you don't know until the fight happens.
Well,
it was a
here's
fight
the thing.
too.
Thug Rose has been champion. So, that's she's got that. And then Tracy, you know what I mean? She's making
coming
a
up.
name for herself. She's coming up. Yeah. And you know what I mean?
That's not for her fighting. She's not making a name for herself with her fighting.
I mean, she was.
She was on a 3-fight winning streak. I think she had like 2 finishes in her last 3 fights. But again, she's not fighting against Rose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's the thing. Like,
obviously, she's easy to look at, obviously. So then, of course, that's gonna make it.
Yeah,
I'm sure that UFC's got plans for her. You know what I mean? She's a marketable fighter. She's entertaining on social media. She's got a lot of fans, and she's not boring in the cage. When she's up against someone within her skill level, she puts on good fights. But last night, she was just outclassed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Agreed.
All right, boys. Anything else you want to add before we wrap this episode up?
No, man. It was thanks for catching us up, Frank. Always bring it up and let us know what's happening. So I hope all the viewers out there enjoyed today's show and can't wait for more, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. We got UFC 304 around the corner, a couple of weeks away. I think we got a UFC Fight Night coming up this weekend, but I'm not sure who's headlining it. I don't remember. I know I looked at the card, but it wasn't anything too spectacular. But those are the cards that usually surprise us the most. When the fighters are kind of feeling disrespected. Who's on the card? Fonzo, you got it on the screen?
Yeah, Amanda Lemos and Verna Jadiroba.
That's the girl with the crazy eyes, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. That might be fun.
And
that
then
might be fun.
Co-maining is Brad Tavares and Park Jeonjong.
Oh, this Korean kid. The Korean kid is badass.
Yeah.
And Tavares loves to take an ass whooping. He's good for that. So that'll be entertaining. All right. That'll be entertaining.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Cuz, anything you want to add?
No, Fonzo couldn't have said it any better. Yeah.
All right. Well,
thanks for it.
That is a wrap, everyone. It is a crazy, crazy world out there. Hopefully, we entertained you. Follow us on all the socials at Chingasos Crew. We'll be posting clips of the episode on us. So let's start the conversation. Until next week, Chingasos Crew out. Peace.
See ya.